So, I think I accidentally muted myself during those first few minutes, so sorry. I forgot to unmute it from the starting soon. Whoops. Shoot. Oh, wow. This is a great start. Well, yes. God. So I feel bad for everyone who just came in and didn't hear anything and probably left. So I am really sorry about that. I completely forgot. Let me make sure now. Hold on a quick second. Yeah, that's still picking up audio. So really sorry. Well, just jump. I'll put in the description to jump to that time because there's no audio. So once again, I'm really sorry. Thank you, Scott and John, for joining me. And sorry again, I got the audio. So back to this god. This is, I believe, the god of fear. I could probably look up really here. Fright, fear. So pretty close. Where did I put the other one? There it is. So I gotta keep all my cards together. So flip through this. Do we get to the cool? Ooh, I mean, it's an angel, and I just like the angels. That's usually a color I like. But going through. All right. The Ascended Spirit. This is a creature that starts level 1. You slowly just transform it into an angel warrior that will slowly just draw and do a bunch of stuff, which is cool. A Shimmering Veil. All right. Oh, hello. Put that down. I got sleeves for that. That is definitely a foil alt art. Oh, man. I feel like I'm getting all my luck to begin with. All right. Before I sleeve it, because these sleeves I have are not see-through, quickly show that this is Tybalt, the Cosmic Imposter on the other side in foil. But that is very good to have. Oh, an Eternal Dominion. Exactly the kind of thing Tybalt would probably go for doing from the Kamigawa set. So, all right, off the bat. Wow. Whew. Put that common up front and the uncommons. Where did I put my uncommons? There I put them. So let's just take a quick look at that Tybalt. Back to the web page. Where is our fine friend Tybalt? I believe he's much higher cost. Showcase Tybalt is $30, but I'm just curious if we went to foil. Foil's looking about $80. So there's $80 right there. That's pretty nice. I can take that. That's very good. So thank you, Tybalt. All right. So moving forward. Pack 2, that's it. Everything else is going downhill. All right, there's our nice little Dwarven Berserker, which means it's the backside. And for the art we have, I think this is the blue-black land common. I'm not 100% sure. Ooh, a foily snow-covered mountain. Very nice. I should be. Why am I not sleeving those? Silly of me. So first we'll sleeve snow-covered mountain. And next, the Village Rites. All right. And thank you, Mark, for telling me it's all good, even though it's something I should have caught. I'm really embarrassed to say I did not. All right. So we got one of the sagas. This is the Blood Sky Massacre. A lot of demons coming rain down there. The Icebind Pillar, which is a pretty cool artifact, probably especially in limited. There's another foil. I love this foil. It's a scaredy cat giant. You see, he needs his goat friend to attack. You can see he's like actually hiding behind the mountain there. And there's our token. So, boom. Dun da da da. And sleeve it for the foil. All right, keep going. We're going at a good pace here. Ooh, Demon Berserk. I can't remember what makes that. I think it's actually, is it the Saga? Literally, the Saga I opened before makes that. So, all right, for our art, it's the God of the World Tree. She is just having a ball of a time there. And we got our common cards here, some uncommons. Fun fact, apparently this does not actually happen in the story. She does take, Kaya does take on Vorinclex, but not in the, supposedly the chamber where the sacred metal is that, or so I've read. All right, we've got the black-green flip. I'm always down for those. And you might have seen we've got another showcase. This is an uncommon one. This is the Elven God, not God, King, who sort of goes insane because he's tricked by Tybalt. So that's cool. And another foil. There's our token. So, put showcase there. Land. And commons. This is going to get really messy soon, but we'll worry about that. Once again, future Will's problem. A lot of things are. Okay. We got our art. That is, I believe, one of the legendary demons in this set. But moving forward. Okay, the Raven's Warning. This is another saga. Very nice for blue-white, putting in a bird and putting cards from outside the game on top of your library. Another alt art of, the angel I showed before. Though, I got to say, with this alt art, I would not say angel. It's just over the edge for demon. Oops. Oh, there's the foil. You can see there. All right. But, man, I feel so let down now to you guys. You saw the foil Valky, and I'm like, you're not going to get better than that. You saw the cream of the crop there. But just quickly, since she was poking out a bit here, in case you're curious, the difference between the showcase and not. One of these is definitely very angelic. Other, not so much. Even though it's a common, I like their foils. They deserve the love. Ooh, there's a tab here I should be using. All right. Our art is of the Poison Counter Uncommon Legendary. I do know that I've heard plenty of people want to try to make some very janky decks with this and Death Touch and stuff. I like the idea of a Lord that gives something to a keyword. Like, I'd love to see something like with Lifelink or something. Like, if all creatures with Lifelink get Vigilance or something weird. I don't know. Go through our uncommons here. At this point, you've probably seen them all. This is now a uncommon saga. But, all right. I remember I got multiple of these last time I opened my regular draft booster, and always felt like I was mispronouncing that. There's the God of Death, and the God of Death's chair. Very nice. Keeps them warm. Another common there, and a foil. All right, Magic Mini Game. These are actually things to do with people, which I would love to do at some point in the future. But the point of this Magic Mini Game is to beat your opponent in a series of fast Magic games using only cards from a single pack. I would like to try that out. I think that's fun. I really love that in the Transformers trading card game. That was, I think, a really cool addition. You're going to take one pack. Hold this up on screen. Because maybe you may want to try this. Each player takes a pack and makes 4 face-down piles using each Magic card inside. Players make these piles the goal of winning a series of Magic games with the modified rules. You start with 5 life, have infinite mana, and cannot lose by drawing from an empty library. Determine someone who goes first. Players choose which pile their opponent will use for each round. Then both players draw all 3 cards in the pile and play a game of Magic. When a player loses the game, they get to go first next round. Interesting. Oh, and there's our spirit. So I wonder, do you actually decide, or is it randomly split up the piles? It sounds like you get to choose what's in each pile, so that's an interesting take. All right, alt art. This is the first god they spoiled to us. I don't know if they officially spoiled it or if it was leaked. I can't remember. I usually just look at a site that sort of conglomerates everything, so I just see what's been going on, whether it's leaked or was officially released. All right. We got. Oh, once again, I love that art. But we got the blue land, and there is the blue god. flip this over so no spoiling. And their boat, you know, all about getting lands. That's definitely a blue color. At this point, they just assume blue and green are always going together. And we've got this uncommon, a foily Revitalize, and a Fractured Power Stone from the portal. Absolutely worthless. No, not absolutely worthless, but it's for if you can use that portal planar die, which is a fun mode. I do like that. So just going to actually quickly pop that there. Uncommons, the common pile. Simple foil, and a rare. All right, continuing forward. If you've pulled any, I'm curious what you guys have gotten or what you were hoping to get. What was your Kaldheim memories? It's the Serpent, the Great Eater of Plains, I think, or something like that. Probably could. It's huge. That would be a cool pull, too. Wow, okay, there's a lot more uncommons in this one. Yeah, a lot more. Ooh, that's the demon. I'm a demon. All right. The Burning Rune Demon. When it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for 2 cards not named Burning Rune Demon and have different names. If you do, reveal those cards. An opponent chooses one of them, and you put the chosen card in your hand and the other into your graveyard, then shuffle your library. I'm sure there's lots of shenanigans you can do involving that and deciding what to put in graveyard. Oh, another mythic. Wow, a lot of uncommons and mythic. This is the white god I was talking about before, the god of battle. Creatures you control are enchanted or equipped have double strike. And at the beginning of each combat, you may attach an aura or enchantment attached to a creature you control to target creature you control. So free shuffling. With, of course, I'm going to not even look to see ahead. The sword that I don't think he actually used. He was going to get, but Tybalt got. And use that to run around. A quick creature gets +2 in vigilance, and if a quick creature dies, it returns to its owner's hand. Very nice. And finally, we have Showcase Maja, who other creatures you control get +1/+1, and not technically, but does pretty much have landfall, make a human warrior. And a foil Way Down, which is probably something I'm sure we're going to see reprinted a lot, because that can go into probably any plane. All right, so 2 mythics in that pack. That was pretty good. Continuing forward. All right. Boom. We have the new Elf Planeswalker. And as you can see, that's why it has vertical art, which I like. Who apparently is very new, and I love that Tybalt cast a spell to stop the Elf and Kaya in their tracks that sort of makes you feel your regrets, your worries, your sorrows. And it didn't work on him because he's too, as they say, too young and bold and brash. But as I like to quote from Bobobo, because I'm stupid. In other words, he's too stupid to be scared. All right, we go running through this. We got some uncommons here. Lots of equipment. Got to be a farmer. All right, Pyre of Heroes. This is like, if I recall, a not so great birthing pod. There's Kaya right there. All right. This Kaya is a Planeswalker for 5 counters. You actually put a ghost form counter on a non-token creature, and it gains if it would die this or put into exile, it goes back to your hand, and you make a spirit token. So it's a way to, I guess, sort of give protection. Then you can just exile something straight up. And if you can make it to 7 somehow, you can get an emblem that at the beginning of your upkeep, you may cast a legendary spell from your hand, your graveyard, or amongst the cards you own in exile without paying its cost. So very nice. I'm probably thinking of putting this in my Kalia deck because I got plenty of legendary angels and dragons and stuff, and it does pretty much give protection to a bunch of my things that I would not like to have die. And putting them back in my hand is not terrible. All right, we got the Human Wizard. Foil this. Oh, what is this thing? Ishkana Garf Widow. It has Reach and Delirium. This is from Innistrad. And it enters the battlefield. If there are 4 more types of cards in your graveyard, put in 3 1/2 spider tokens with Reach onto the battlefield. And an opponent can just lose life for each spider you control if you pay that cost. Which is, that's pretty nice. I guess you could make a Nice green black spider commander deck with that. But I feel like you'd probably want red. There's that one green red spider I know that's good, but maybe it might be like the only one it's worth cutting. I am not sure on that. But the Kaya is a very nice pool because I have definitely, like I said, have a likely space for her in a deck. And, you know, it is Kaya. So put those there. And the nice little foily foil. Moving forward. And I'm just going to double check. Yeah, everything's still going on. I'm not crazy. All right. And what's our art? Our art is a shapeshifting bird man. It's just a common, if I recall. Still cool art. All right, we got our commons. We got some uncommons. Okay, so this is the God of Storytelling, which I used to actually all art for my last thumbnail because I thought it would be funny and I had a drinking horn. Pretty much, it's really good for people who boast. Goat is a different mechanic, one that's a bit more universal. But it has the drinking horn, and you can use it to discard a card to exile the top 2 cards of your library and cast and play those cards this turn. So, all right. We've got an old man. He's not zombie. He's just old. And another foil and a treasure token. All right. So, commons. I am going a little fast through this. I apologize. I just assume at this point you've seen all the uncommons and commons. Nothing too nearly as interesting. It's all about those really surprising pools or the weird stuff that we're going to find from other worlds in the booster set packs. Also, let me know while we're watching it, what school, I don't know if you've kept up, but they released what the colleges, houses, schools for the next set, Strixhaven. That's what it's called. And which one you think you belong to? Are you choosing it because what you're planning or already have majored in college? Because there's like one that's obviously maths, one that's history and stuff. Or are you going more on color like what most people might do with the Ravnica guilds? I'm curious what people think. So, all right. It does feature Kaya, but it's not actually a card with Kaya. I think it's like an instant or something. I can't remember what it does exactly. But this is the kind of stuff you'd find in Fallout that have a whole story subplot line about like how they were looking for each other and they died in each other's arms, something crazy like that. But moving forward, boom, boom, boom. Oh, actually, going back. This card annoys me. I really feel like a funeral longboat should have had something like it could sacrifice itself to deal damage because like a funeral pyre. I just feel like I could have done something a bit more flavorful there. That would have been interesting. All right, we got uncommons. And just, I love the Giants just like, nope, taking that. All right, Cosmos Elixir. So this is a card I've seen some debate on in Commander, if it's good enough or not, or if it should have been white. Because it does give you some draw if you have a higher life gain, otherwise give you life. But I know some people said that's a bit too high cost. I mean, it depends on your play group. I don't know if that's too high or too low. But, there's another alt art of the Ice Shaper. I'm pretty sure I got this person during my last pack. Ooh, foil Battle of Bredegard. I don't think this is too expensive, but still cool. And Replication Ring. I love the Replication Ring. I think that's such a great, hilarious card. Scott says, no idea anything about MTG, but I'm addicted to pulling cards from pack. I mean, it is a nice feeling, especially if you can actually get them. You know, the set booster actually, they made a mistake and traveled along the wrong places and didn't make it in time. And anyone following, also, I tried have been getting Digimon cards, but those have been, that's a whole nother story. But a friend of mine was able to find a box. So I'm at least going to have one box to have and probably open on stream sometime in the future. But other than that, I'm going to have to wait till a reprint because people, they didn't get enough and other people realize I can buy these and sell them for 3 times the price. Because that feels good to buy. All right, moving on. We have the evil Snow Kraken. Not really evil. It's neutral. It could be evil, but it's scary there. And, I like this one. Just look at the little owl sitting there. Just like, leave me alone. It's cold. It's how I feel. right now with all the snow we were getting. And I'm not even in Texas. All right, so we've got these cool. I do love the way the giants look in these worlds. They do feel not just like big people. But speaking of giants, the Calamity Bearer. Something I think a lot of anyone who likes tribal giants is going to love that card. Ooh, green-blue flip. Now that one's actually that's probably going to be the most expensive one. You know what? I'm willing to check up on that one. Let's see. What? I guess it'd be the front card I search. Bark channel. Yeah, we're gonna look up that bark channel pathway. I mean, $2, so not that much. That's good. I'd rather these be cheap because, you know, this is a great way for them to for people to actually play the game. Oh, I didn't switch cameras, so you don't need to see it's price. I'll make sure. Oh, there's the Fang Bearer we were talking about before in his alt art. And then a foily Breakneck Berserker for all the Dwarves fans out there. I think they're really giving Dwarves a lot of love in the recent sets. So this, Kaladesh, we also saw that. I mean, what it looks like it's going to be in Strixhold. It's not for certain. But I do find it a little funny because Dwarves were not... I didn't feel like they printed a lot of Dwarves until recently. Like, they had some in the beginning of Magic, but not after that. Meanwhile, Merfolks, which used to be such a big tribe, I feel like Ixalan, they were a thing, and other than that, they sort of disappeared. I only find it weird because a big part of Magic was back from 7th edition kind of things when we had there's the Elven Lord, the Goblin Lord, and the Merfolk Lord. Like, those were the tribes for those colors. And Goblins and Elves, those we see plenty of. No Goblins here. That's a rarity. I feel like Goblins are like the most plentiful. Besides humans. Humans are first now. Then I think it's goblins. Someone correct me on that. What is the ranking of appearances of races in other planes? I'm very curious now about that. All right. We've got an alt art of, I think it's like Pathway to the World tree. You can see they're going to the tree there. Ooh, a foil Snow Plains. Those are actually always nice because everyone likes foil cards to bling out their decks. All right, we got a lot of commons here. Ooh, a lot of commons. We've got some... Ooh, okay. The Quake Bringer. Your opponents can't gain life, and at the beginning of your upkeep, Quake Bringer deals 2 damage to each opponent. This ability triggers only if Quake Bringer's on the battlefield or in the graveyard and you control Giant. I actually think this card is really cool. Don't think it became meta. I didn't pay too much, but I was hoping Giants would actually become a thing because of this. I imagine if they were, it's because you're looting and throwing them in your discard pile, then playing a Giant, and that could be 8 damage a turn. Pretty good if you had 4. Frost Aura, foil that, and bird. It's a bird. All right. We got to put our snow creatures over here. There. Yeah, I think the big things are Vorinclex, some of the gods, and what am I forgetting? The dragon. Yeah. It's a dwarf. I do not know this. I can maybe picture. I think it's a white card. That's all I can tell you. But a foil blue-black. That's very nice. The Ice Tunnel. I feel like all of them should be shiny. Ice. Ice is shiny. And let's go through. There's the replication ring that I thought was hilarious. All right. So we got the Dragon Necromancer. This is a snow cleric zombie who, if a non-token creature an opponent controls dies, you exile it with the ice counter. And you may cast spells from among cards in exile your opponent's own with ice counters on them. And you spend mana from snow sources as though they were mana of any color. So you pretty much freeze their bodies. You put them on ice until you decide that you want to thaw them out. You make them all frozen dinners. We got a Surtland Elementalist. And ooh, a foil Eager the Freezing Flame. This is the uncommon giant legends. And honestly, the uncommon legends, very solid. I really like those. All right, what's this before I sleeve? Careful Study. So it's all about trying to trick your opponents with trivia questions about cards. All right. I can get behind that. Put that there. And those there. So much fun. All right, we are blasting through these. This good pace, good pace. This is the Vorinclex I'm gonna get, folks. This is what I've got. I'm gonna get the art, and I shouldn't ask for more. Moving through. Got some uncommons here. All right, the Doomscar. That's pretty good. Good board wipe with Foretell. I'll take it. The snow thing. Oh, and there's our bird we were talking about before. Oh, an actual trash card. So, Doomscar. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. All right. So, you guys been opening anything recently besides Magic? Or has it just been Magic? You guys do anything else? Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon? All right. Oh, there's Tybalt. Look how fancy he looks. Just laughing about all his schemes and all that money. All those treasure tokens. Does he make treasure tokens? I don't think so. Oh, wait. We can find out. It's double-sided. And he does not. But moving forward. All right. So, uncommon. Okay, I think I have this guy before. This is the Bloodsire Death Touch, and he has a boast where you can just search your deck. It's pretty good. In fact, this one, I'm pretty sure I'm going to double check again. We're going to go to a web page. Hope you can still hear me. And I believe this one is actually a pretty solid priced one. We're just going to... I thought he was. Maybe I was wrong. I am not seeing him. Oh, that's the extended art. Never mind. Could have sworn. Maybe the prices have always changed. A serpent a serpent token is more expensive than most of the cards in the that you can get. And there's Kaya. Oh god. Whoa, there's Rune Dune. So, all right. At this point, everything's $1. I guess I was wrong. But I find it hilarious that a token is higher price than most cards. But behind it was a replication ring and a Roots of Wisdom. Yeah, he's an alt art. Guess we'll put that as my order. Got this crazy pile over here. All right. What do we got? We've got a Hellscape, which so I'm going to assume is the red-black land. All right. Got a bunch of uncommons here. All right, we got, for all you elf lovers out there, we got the War Master. Whenever an elf comes under your control, you're going to create another elf. Pretty nice, but only triggers once a turn. So no spamming. But he does give all your elves +2/+2 Death Touch, so that's still pretty good. Replication Ring. Let's see if we can actually get a full... How much does Replication Ring give you? Like, is it 7? Yeah, 8. Let's see if we can get 8 Replication Ring tokens. We can pull a full set here from this box. And there you go. With so many cards, put them off aside. Oh man, I hope you guys had a good weekend and it's not too cold out there. You know, everyone's freezing right now. Well, this is the special blue-red land when this is just the regular foil blue-red one, so that's cool. But things are cold. They are cold here. Lots of plowing and stuff I had to take care of and shoveling. So great. Oh wow, okay, we're going straight into uncommons. That was a good sign. Remember last time we got a bunch of good stuff from that. All right, Faceless Haven. It's a thing that can become a creature if you have snow. I think I got 2 of those bears actually in here. A foiled Doomscar Titan. So does this only appear during the Doomscars? I don't know. And a card from Ravnica, the Guild Mage for the White-Green Guild, which I can't believe their name is, I'm blanking on right now. It's gonna be honest, I find to be a very boring color combination. I am sorry to all the white-green players out there. Yeah, I did get 2 of those bears in there. And a brawl. Because if there's anything bears like to do, it's brawl. That's what bears do now. They fight. And boom! We did get this black. It's a black uncommon card. I just forget what it does. But ooh. Well, there's an uncommon blue-green guy. All right, Reckless Crew. I remember opening a bunch of these. Puts a bunch of dwarves into play. All right, alt art for Kolveri, God of Kinship. So that's cool. As long as you control 3 more legendary creatures, gets +2, +4 in vigilance. And you can look at the top 6 cards of your library, reveal a legendary card among them, and put them in your hand. Rest in the bottom. And then we got a nice little ring here. You choose a creature type, and then you can tap it to spend green, but you can only cast creature spells of the chosen type or legendary. And we get this. Scott asks, what's my thoughts on the Witch of the Coast Ravnica release? Do you mean the world of Ravnica in general, or is there something new I don't know about that they announced about Ravnica recently? I mean, I know it's an extremely popular plane because we've been there, I want to say 3 times with at least 7 sets, I think. Let me know really quick what you mean, Scott, because I am not 100% sure if you mean like about the plane or if something recent happened. I do not know anything recent happened. Like I said, everything I know about is with Strixhaven, which is very Ravnica-ish. But if anything, it seems like it's going to be more of a play on with not Ravnica. Not Kaldheim, but I'm pretty sure it starts with the K. I'm blanking on it. No, it doesn't start with the K, but it has a strong K. Tarkir. I was thinking because Tarkir. But because apparently the schools are made from elder dragons, and they're elder dragons there, so it's sort of fixing that circle of having a full cycle of 2-color elder dragons. And I will say, I think the cycle Tarkir and we'll see what Strixhaven holds, but I think are more interesting than Ravnica. That's me. Okay, we've got our new Planeswalker, but I don't think it's their spell. I think this is just another card that features them. It could be an alt art. Ooh, those are uncommons. Boom, boom, boom. All right. At least I'm getting a lot of the flip lands. I'm happy with that. We've got the alt art of the Forge Master, the one who made the sword that Tybalt just stabbed in the back. Another card from Eldritch. Is there a good chance to get those? Well, this one has a merge by sacking pretty much you can pay a cheaper cost by sacrificing creature, so it sort of bursts from within the creature. And yeah, when you cast it, you can put target non-land card on top of its owner's library. I understand they're going with the whole Lovecraft theme there with that whole with Eldritch Moon. I didn't like it as much. I admit part of it is because the killing of all the angels really stunk. I really liked a lot of those characters. But it also, once again, it's just I feel like it just feels like it destroys another plane so solidly. It's like, yep, that plane is gone. Sorry, just quick sorting here. All right, Scott says the last book. Well, the last book I recall was War of the Spark stuff, and anything attached to the War of the Spark I didn't like. I think that ruined a lot of characters. I think they did a bad job on it. I already didn't like the Plane of Ravnica too much, so that doesn't help it either. And I mean, is like, I think they did a later on book that was a little bit better, but it just everything that can, like the War of the Spark touch, just was bad, and I'm really hoping they do a better job with the Phyrexians. All right, we got our Thor, totally not Thor god. We opened 2 of them last time, if I recall. Going through commons. Ooh, Usher the Fallen. I do love the. I mean, it's a white card. I tend to like white cards more. All right, Rally the Ranks. So this is a cheaper sort of Anthem ability. Another first star. And a shiny Rune Crown. Pretty. I mean, you can let me know what your thoughts were on the books. I just don't think Magic was better, at least recently. I know they did books way early on, like Urza's time, but I didn't read those. But I just feel when they did the stuff on the webpage is at least a little bit better that everyone actually knew what was going on, can talk about it. But yeah, those books just didn't. If you're gonna make it so we're paying for it, really make sure your story is connecting and also doesn't make everyone's character arc change and also things are missing. Like, I still don't know what happened with Niv Mizzet. Like, he died, but he didn't. Like, no one ever really explained that well. Oh, and there's our world tree. Going through. Ooh, we're already hitting uncommons here. A lot more. Oh, and there's the Rune Crown from before, just not foily. And another Valky, God of Lies. Oh, God, this is bad. I'm getting all my luck. Tybalt's taking all my luck. But now we have both a foil and a non-foil. I'm really good at getting doubles of mythics from this set. The same thing happened in my regular box. I don't know why. It's just... It is so loved. And I still think, even though... Quickly go back to the webpage. Boom. That's still $30, so I'm not going to complain. These are the 3 big cards to hope for, it seems. Valky, Vorinclex, and the Goldspan Dragon. Koma's pretty high up, though. I mean, that makes sense if his tokens are so high up. Oh, God. They're all mythic, right? There's not like a rare that just spikes up for some weird reason. Go quickly click these things back. All right, we're nearing the end, and I'm still not seeing Vorinclex, so a little disappointing, but it happens. Boom! Oh, this one actually has the gold signature. I believe that's still the blue boat god we talked about before. And going through, there's our regular ice sculpting troll. Oh, alt art of the God of Fright. That is very nice. And I love that lantern. That really cool art. And foil and treasure. Gotta get the treasure. All right. Put these aside. I'll put you there. All right. You know, I'm just going to, put all these packs like that. Oh, look at that human warrior. So brave and strong. Whoop. Angry troll. Da, 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 da. Uncommon. I love this card just because you could do stupid things to make a plains a god or a forest. Oh, there's another rare. Oh, white black one. And we got a Yeti. Da-na-na-na. It's a Yeti. At least it's not chasing you down a ski slope. That would be terrifying. Boop, boop, boop. At least with this box, I can also use it to hold all the other cards while I'm in. Now, can you foretell what's going to come in this pack? Because I can't. I hope they're not seeded. Oh, this is actually a card I was looking for that I opened up last. It allows you to search for a bunch of stuff. Got to get those tutors in. All right. Provoke the trolls. Just get them angry. I love all these giant cards that have symbols. Ah, Tybalt's Trickery. A card everyone loves. There's another altar and a foil Valkyrie sword. I don't think Tybalt's Trickery is still expensive, though. Let's just... Even though I know it's the meta I keep seeing about. Let me see. Tybalt's Trickery. I was really hoping... There we go. So, or about $4, so on the better end. Boop. Doop. All right. So, I got all my lovely sorted piles here. Of all these cards. Ooh. Coming into the stretch. Oh, I don't see a token on this one. I think that means it's going to be like one of these. So be prepared for that. It's a sad old man. It's a sad old man. Oh, that's a foil land. Boom, 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 boom. All right, we've got our... I guess this is supposed to be the Nihog. It's a shame. Or it could be a legendary one later. Got a Hailstorm Valkyrie. Foil this end. All right, the alt art from a different set. It's a Mutate Beast. That's pretty cool. I don't know. I don't think we have this one. I can't remember when I opened. It's been a long time since I've opened Ixalan. It's been a very long time. Can't wait to find out if I actually sung a tune of something that YouTube's going to dock me for. Who knows? Who knows is how the story goes. And we've got an elk here. And moving through. We got some cool uncommons here. There's our squirrel friend again. Always nice to see you, Tusky. I hope you have some secrets for me. Let's see. Not really. Oh, hello. A Patron Wizard. You're ahead of Strixhaven, sir. Tap and untap wizard you control to counter a spell unless the controller pays 1. I like that. In fact, we didn't do it for the other card, so why don't we do that now? We're going to search how well my other finds were. And yes, I know there's going to be a difference because they're not the original old versions because they have the new stamp, but I'd like to think of it maybe as a little bit of a bonus that I wouldn't have to pay that much now that I have this card. So the rares, actually, we'll wait until we do the end, because then if I open any more of the, I forget what they called the set boosters from the vault or whatever. No, from the vault was the old magic thing. But we'll look through and see if any of them are actually worth anything. Or you can say in the chat if you already know. All right. That's the Storm Giant. He's really just wants everyone to leave right now. But going through. All right. We got our cool uncommon guys here. Crippling Fear. I don't remember this one. Choose a creature type. Creatures that aren't of the chosen type get -3/-3 until end turn. Not bad. Spell Shaper. And a foil one of these Tundra things. Oh, God. I am fine with not seeing that card again. Oh, damn it. I am mixing piles left and right here. All right. Uncommons. Commons. So many magic cards. There we go. That should fix it. Sorry about that. Just had to fix these uncommons. That went to the common stack. 2 packs left, folks. From Kaldheim. 2 packs. All right. There's our little tricky little guy there. And as we go through these, boom. Ooh, all right. We got the Cosmos Charger, great for Foretell. I like that. An Altar of Inga Rune Eyes. That's cool. Ooh, a foil Bloody Sire. Actually, I really like that. That's perfect. It'll go great in Kalia. I have other decks beside her. It's just she's the one that seems to want the most from this plane, which makes sense. There's a lot of angels and demons, all the stuff that she likes. All right, last pack. Give me your energy, folks. It's a new kind of booster. Oh, come on. Let's be nice. All right, we got a shapeshifter. Going through comments here. All right, the greatest white spell ever made. All right, Blessing and Frost. I remember getting a bunch of these. Ooh, we got the all-form shapeshifter in his alternate art. That is very nice. I think that one's actually pretty good. We're going to quickly check, and I'm not looking ahead too much. So let's just look here. There, yeah, 6. So on the higher end of what's in this set. So that's pretty good. And before I start Seek there. And Cleaving Reaper. Foil Tournament. And a Sunscape Battle Mage. Yes. This is what the pie used to be. Oh, God. I remember these. These are cool. It has 2 kickers. So that is pretty awesome. Oh, what goes there? That's a rare. Got some commons. Rare. And this. All right. So, you know, we got. What are some the cool pulls we got from this? I mean, probably Tybalt's thing. All the lands. Those are always fun to have. These are all the fun rares we pulled so far. Kaya's nice, like I said. Use her. These, though, all these cool altars, I mean, come on. This and foil. So great. But, yeah, without further ado, I'm actually going to use all this over here. All right, we said we'd look at. So, I got commons and uncommons, but we're going to look at the 3 rares, as they're most likely going to be the ones that might have something we care about. Quickly just push all this over here. Like that. We'll keep the token pile going there. So, let's look them up really quick. All right. So, first off, let's start off with the Patron Wizard. So, this one's actually more expensive. It's looking like around $9. That's great. That's a great pull. All right. Now, for the Spider-ish. That's the one. Not as much for this one, but it's $7 if I wanted the original, so that's still good. And finally, Eternal Dominion. I don't think anyone liked Epic. $3 or $2. Yeah, so. But it's time for Commander Legends. Indeed, folks. We still have got some other fun things to open here. Put those there like that. And those there as well. Because we still have this box to go through. All right. Let's do it. All right. So, let me say, I actually got 2 boxes of Commander. I was going to, once again, stream this a while ago, but I just got lost. And I'm like, I got to open these now. And the other box is my sort of closed off and waiting for things to be able to be together and actually try drafting it, because that was the whole point of, well, this set was to draft Commander. And, you know, I want to do it. All right. The archetypes, by the way, are white, blue's flyers. White, black is creature tokens. Blue, black goes about graveyard. Red blue though wants pirates. Black red is sacrificing things. We got elves in black green, large creatures in red green. White green is +1 counters. Blue green is winning, and white red is auras and enchantments because that's literally all they can do. When Magic tries to come up with something that white and usually with red can do, it's only that. They don't have anything else of interest to do. So we're going to move these aside. I only hate that because I like a bunch of cards in white red, but it seems if I want them together, I have to want to do Voltron. Okay, so we'll go a little bit slower. So we got this. Once again, this has been out for a while already, so I love these guys, the cycle. That was a cool cycle to pull from. Crazy art. Oh, it's common now. You got to get those elves tapping. There's a Cascade. I think that's actually a new one. City's Ring, double mana. A nice little tutor we've got here. Oops. If you're looking for those Ars and Equipment cards that, like I said, if you're playing Boros, that's all you do. We'll see if the Strixen School actually does anything different. There's a cool Cascade. Reclamation. All right, hold on. Soulfire Eruption, 9 for a sorcery that choose any number of target creature, planeswalkers, and players. For each of them, exile the top card of your library, then Soulfire Eruption deals damage equal to this card's converted mana cost to that permanent. You may play the exile card till end turn. Okay, so you can just burn everything. We have Una's Trickster, a fairy knight that is a 1/6, and when you cast the first spell on each of your opponent's turns, look at the top 2 cards of your hand. Of your library, sorry, of your hand. Put one of those cards in your hand, the other in your graveyard. And then this rabbit, which a very weird card, Q1. Each player may draw a card, and each player who drew a card can gain a life. If you really want to do group hug, ooh, foil prismatic. Is foil different, or maybe I'm crazy? And then we got a golem from Phyrexia. You can tell because it's terrifying to look at. So, but that's already 3 rare. In fact, really quick, I should have looked in advance. What are we worried about in Commander Legends? Obviously, the Jeweled Lotus. Everything's crazy. Obviously, Mana Drain. A tutor. Now, these two I think are the biggest surprises. Not surprises, but actually have interest. And Skull Rack. I hate this card. Opposition Agent can disappear forever for all I care. But yeah, and lands and stuff. Definitely sticking a little bit higher in price for some of these things compared to the previous set. But that makes sense. We got more formats that are interested in those cards. So, foil. All right, so, I did not change. Great shuffling, but that's fine. I just started opening the first pack, so nothing too crazy. All right, we got the Orzhov Guild stuff. Arcane Signet, in fact, I'm pulling that out because that's always good to have around. We got a Scaly Behemoth. Soul of Eternity. It is power test equal to your life and has an encore of 9. Exile this card from your graveyard. For each opponent, create a token that is attacking that opponent Fable. They gain haste. So this can hit people for a lot of damage. We've got the Shadowcat Familiar. So that's a cool card. The Solemn Ritualist puts counters on other creatures. When a non-creature control with 1/1 eyes, you make a spirit token. And this Seer's Lantern, which lets you do some scrying. And a copy, because a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy of a copy. All right. Pretty cool. Put those there. Open them packs. I am having trouble with this pack. All right. Moving through the Moss Diamond. That's what that was. Golem Artisan, love it. A cool old ancient mask. Jessica's Will. This is one of those cards that gets a bonus if you have your commander. So you can either add red cards depending on what your opponent has, or exile top 3 cards of your library and play them. So pretty good if your opponent has if you have your commander out. We've got someone who loves artifacts. And this guy's great because your cards and you have protection from salamanders. And then you give other people salamanders. This is the weirdest. Salamanders are such a weird card type in Magic. And they're like, they're coming. Just you wait. But we got a nice little foil card here of Stone Fury. And it already looks faded. And like I said, I've had it for a while, so you can tell the curling there. But the Monarch token I like. I don't think I have a Monarch token. So that's pretty good, actually. I needed one of those. Boop. My rare pile got a little out of hand there. No, that's not what I'm sleeving. Though I should. I know they printed them out, did not matter, but I've always liked to keep those mana rocks out for whenever I build a deck or craft things. So they're good to have. All right, boom, boom. All these commons. And let me know if there's actually a common that people care about, but okay, so great for tokens. Classic, an old one. All right, Root Weaver Druid. When it enters the battlefield, each opponent can search the library for up to 3 basic land cards. They put one of those cards on the battlefield tapped under your control and the rest under their control. Each player searches their library this way, shuffles it. So it's sort of a, you have to give me a land, but I'm letting you search for a land kind of thing. And it's one of yours. All right, this is a cool card. You can exile cards in your graveyard equal to the number of opponents you have and to give a creature Encore, which is pretty cool. So you can make something attack everyone again. I know a lot of people love this card. Obeka, Brute Chronologist. She just punches time. She's Gurren Lagann. She does not care about the world and the physics of it. Foily Vow of Torment, which is nice. And a rock. Who could ask for anything more than a rock? Rock. All I can think of is, what was it, Space Quest, I think it was called? The movie with the guy who plays Tim Allen. And just the little guys chanting, rock, 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 before a giant rock golem appeared and tried to crush him. Oop. All right. Uh-oh. Oh, that was weird. But going through, what was that? I don't remember that one. Whenever a quick creature attacks, put 1 counter. Okay, that's cool. All right, so we got your token love, some mill. All your creatures can attack your opponents and play wars your opponents control as those creatures had haste. Oh, it gives other things haste, technically. All right, Necrotic Hex. Each player sacrifices 6 creatures and you make a bunch of zombies. All right, that's pretty cool. A legendary pirate. A legendary Djinn from Tarkir. And a foil like wow, these foils really look faded compared. I don't know if I'm crazy. Hold on. I think we have there, perfect from the last pack, like, or in this pack too, just it looks more faded to me. That foiling. Really disappointed on that. We were actually just playing a game that we will be releasing. Yeah, I can talk about it. Red Rising from Stonemeyer Games. We were playing more of that before we give our final thoughts and finish that up. And while playing it, you know, one of the things that's really cool about it, that a couple other card games do as well, but trading card games, is that they do this gold etching on the edge. I don't have it with me right now down here, unfortunately, on the set. Otherwise, I'd show you. And I feel like that looks so much better than foiling. I would love if Magic did that. Like, instead of just a simple foil, you like gold name in a gold box. That would look so good. And I'm sure, if I like it, I'm sure other people would like it. I'm actually going to put that aside. All right. So, very cool card. All right. Sakashima's Will. Choose one. If you control your commander, you can choose both. You can target opponent creature controls and just take it. Or choose a creature you control, and each other creature you control becomes a copy of it. So you can make everyone into something very scary. This card I love, Abomination of Llanowar. It's an elf horror that's just powered by a number of elves in your graveyard and in play. But the quote is what I love. Run, screamed its living mouth. Come, cried its dead ones. So it's this horrific amalgamation of dead and living creatures. Just Nevril, Urbog Tyrant. This is a guy who made a very famous board wipe artifact card. Gives hexproof from artifact creatures and enchantments, so pretty much most permanents. And when it enters the battlefield, you get to make a zombie token for everything that's died that turn. And when it dies, you can pay 1. If you do, kill everything else with it. Oh, God. I love the art on Feast section because I love Seb McKillen's art, but God, the foil just ruins it. Ellie, I think there are multiple TCGs that do gold foiling. The most recent one that I opened, again, is the Digimon, but I most recently opened that, so I remember it. But I know they're not the only ones who do gold foiling. I'm almost certain of it. There's no way they're the only ones. I just cannot think of some of the other ones that do the gold etching. Do I have the... No, I don't have any of the cards near me for that as well. But it looks really pretty. I mean, if you guys are interested, it'd take me like 2 seconds. That I can run out and grab. I can't grab Red Rising because that is with Jonathan right now. But going through this, got our commons here. All right, we got our Order of Evil Isles, which was a big pain for me when I first started Arena because I started much later than everyone. Ooh, Rejuvenating Springs. That actually might be worth something. So we're going to go and... Nope, wrong one. There we go. I'm still here because I saw the lands up, I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Well, there's the extended art versions. So let's see if the normal one is usually... Yep, that's still pretty high on the list. So, you know what? You're getting sleeved. And then we are returning back here, and we see everyone's favorite Koban, probably the only time a 0-1 will be celebrated because it costs nothing. It's great. The Kangri the Skywarden, I vaguely remember this. Let's see. Flying Vigilance, when it attacks, flying creatures get +2/+0. When it blocks, they get +2/+0. So it helps everything that is near it. Yeah, these foils are absolutely terrible, though. It really is funny that at this point, I feel like with Magic, foil to me, for a lot of things, means it's less of a card. And maybe that's just me, but I just feel they don't look nearly as pretty anymore compared to maybe some other things. All right. Ooh, there's another really, really cool art there. I always love this sort of duality arts for anything, no matter what the duality of elements is. All right. Wheel of Misfortune, as in Wheel of Fortune, but we can't print Wheel of Fortune because it's on the reserve list. So each player secretly chooses a number of 0 or greater. Then all players reveal those numbers simultaneously and determine the highest and lowest numbers revealed this way. This card would deal damage equal to the highest number of each player who chose that number. Each player who didn't choose the lowest number discards their hand, then draws 7 cards. So it makes everyone possibly cycle their hand. We got a Goblin Pirate. We got a cool Wolf Familiar. Foil Phyrexian. There's our first Phyrexian. There. This is the first Phyrexian of the night. So, oh, Vorinclex, why do you hide from me? And we continue to open these cards. You know what? I'm just curious. This a little spacing. I just noticed. I worried before mostly because of the Machikoro stream. But I think, nope, you still see stuff over there. So we'll keep it like that for now. But yeah, without further ado, we got our pirates here. Love their treasure. We got a skilled animator, so it is good at bringing furniture to life. Got some birds, wolves. All right, we got an Emberwild captain. Enters the field, you become monarch. Wait, was this something that we got? Why does this seem familiar? I don't know. Oh, no, because I was looking at monarch cards. That's why. Whenever an opponent attacks you while you're the monarch, it deals damage to that player equal number of cards in their hand. So, a way to try to make people stay away from you. The creature tokens are stronger on your turn. A crazy Phyrexian Golem. And a Cage of Hands. Oh, there's our Prismatic Piper. Look at that guy. Absolutely terrifying. Another monarch. Yeah, I think they guaranteed at least 2 legendaries in each of these packs. Because if no one was able to draft a legendary while playing this, then you couldn't play Commander. So that would be bad. Ooh, a Howling Golem. Did they put a lot of the splicing cards in here? I can't remember if they did that. All right, put in some soldiers, jug ornaments, thought vessel. All right, the Debaser. An attacks put target card from a dummy player's graveyard battlefield under your control, and with Encore, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty nice, yeah. The Horse Familiar. We got a Dwarf, Foil Escape, and an Elven Warrior. Don't know where that goes. That goes here. And these go there. Quick check. All right. Oh, there's a command tower. Always nice to have more of those, but you never know when. All right, you got some cool uncommons. All right, the Plague Reaver. At the beginning of your end step, sack each other creature you control, so it doesn't want friends. Discard 2 cards, and then sacrifice him. Choose target opponent. Return Plague Reaver to the battlefield under that player's control. So in other words, pass the hot potato. We've got these cute. We got the Ember Claw and the Archaeologist. Another foil, another Piper. Yeah, just honestly. All right. If I had to choose, I'm still. You know what? I'm gonna go lower. I'm gonna hope for Lisa. I believe an angel from this set. That would make me happy. Granted, I know, and she's not that expensive. I could buy a single probably really easy, but she'd probably be the card I actually like. Because even if I got the Jeweled Lotus, I don't know what I'd do. Like what deck I'd put it in. Ooh, the Court of Ambition. I love these court cards. Pretty much, you can get bonuses if you are the Monarch when they happen. We got Comedic Genius. Nothing says comedy than pain and misery. That's why we like making self-deprecating jokes. Because it's true. But it could eat your soul. All right, so many Commander Legends. There's a foil you saw there. Got a Maelstrom Golem. That's a pretty cool card. I like Cascade. I know some people aren't so hot on it, but it was fun. Victor, that is just terrifying. Oh, War Room. All right, so this was like, hey, white needs a draw. Great. We'll make a card that everyone can use. And then we got a human. Okay. Jessica, Thrice Reborn. So she enters the battlefield for each time she's been cast from the commander zone this game. So she'll get stronger as the game continues. And you choose target creature until the end of your next turn. That creature would deal combat damage to one of your opponents. It deals triple that damage. And then she can just deal a bunch of damage to 3 targets. So still, pretty cool card. I like that. Don't know how I'd use it, but I like it. I don't assume she's high. I don't remember seeing her, but we'll double check the web page. Because she is a planeswalker. Does tend to be on the pricier end. Oh, wow. Jessica's Will is actually pretty high. I should have saw that one. But moving forward, I am not seeing her, though. Her will was strong. Not her so much. Oh, there she is. $4. All right. People just want her willpower, not her actual self. All right. Love these kind of silly goblin art. Very good. And get you a lot of treasure there. But moving forward, we got a Volcanic Dragon. An uncommon Elf Lord, because of course, more power to elves. This card I like a lot. Just put these aside for now. Sorry. But wrong turn. Target opponent gains control of target creature. So you don't get it, but you can be like, he has that now. It's such a weird card. And the face, just look at that guy's face. He's what? Oh, God. That's a good card. We got the blue familiar here. Crack the Thumbless. I love Crack because he's such a weird creep. Mirrored in lore, he apparently people think he's this prophet, but he's just a gambler and bet his thumbs on stuff and then went to the center. Ooh, foil Court of Grace. But yeah, this is a solid pack. I actually am planning to use that. I didn't buy single for that yet because I was going to open these. So that one actually is a very nice card to get my hands on. I'm blanking on the name of the guy. I feel embarrassed, but he's Naya colors, and whenever someone attacks one of your opponents, that creature gets +2/+0. And the reason I think I like him because it's pretty much everyone go for that guy. Well, I try to do my own thing, and I think with Monarch that will even make it more because you're you have Monarch, and my creatures get better at killing you. So I really trying to mess around with that deck and trying to make it work reasonably well. All right, we got Burning Anger. Flight, cast down. All right. Cursive, I'm not saying it for some reason. All right, when it or another pirate enters the battlefield under control, gain control of target creature under turn. Untap that creature until end of turn, it gains haste and becomes a pirate. So it makes someone a pirate temporarily. That is annoying. I'm sure I can see some people bothering me with that. We got these 2 cool uncommons. A foil Commander's Tower. That's nice. That is a nice, even if it is faded out. Looks like, put those there. So much to open. Nothing says safety than 8 cameras following you. Citizen, your crime has been recorded. Cease movement and await arrest or further penalties will immediately be imposed. Over surveillance. All right. So. Oh, Promise Tomorrow. This one's actually really nice. When a creature you control dies, exile it. In the beginning of each end step, if you control no creatures, sacrifice Promise Tomorrow and return all exiled cards to the battlefield under your control. With it. So that is actually fantastic. I really like that. And there's a Soul's Might that is a terrible foil. What did I do with the... Yeah, over here. All right. I am, by the way, just going through comments because I just assume no one is interested much, especially for something old. If it was newer, like when I first opened on pre-release weekend, I'm going to go through those because no one's either seen the cards or no. I know a lot of people don't like this. I like the card. It hits two things. Not too bad. I know 3 visits is very well liked. In fact, I might put that aside and we'll see. Check the price of that. I don't think it's too expensive on its own. Achroma's Will. Another demand for willpower. If you have a commander, you can do both. Creatures gain a bunch of keywords, or creatures gain a bunch of different keywords. Because that's what Achroma was. A big creature with a bunch of keywords on a stick. Now, Togo, this is the true commander, the best card in the entire set. Why? Because he makes rocks. And equipped creatures with rocks can throw the rocks and deal damage. Truly is a fantastic card. Boop. Let's see. Mark is saying, what property do you want for my... I want them as other things. I don't want them as card games, Mark. They're probably next TCG. You know, I was already hurt with Transformers ending. Then Digimon, which I love, is impossible to get, and I'm being gouged. I can just make them LCGs or board games, please. But really quick, checking on that 3 visits. Oh, wait, I'll just type it. Why am I searching for things? Well, I wish it was $75, but it is $260, which is actually probably still more expensive than some of those rares that I'm pulling. Thank you for joining, Hoser. I'm sorry because you weren't here. I made a terrible mistake with audio. Luckily, you had some other fine viewers, both Scott and Angie, to correct me in my fatal flaw of no audio. It's quite embarrassing. I forgot to turn the audio back on when I switched over from the coming soon. All right, so we got some. All right, Horizon Stone. If you would lose unspent mana, that mana becomes colorless instead. Okay, there I could see a green deck using that. We got a Naga Druid who helps with cascading stuff. A Ghost Pirate, a foil, and another Piper. A scary little Piper who will haunt your dreams. Oops, some of the commons just fell over. And as a matter of fact, we're just going to pick up this box because we don't have much left. I didn't even get the one not expensive rare that I was hoping for. I've gotten some good cards, just none of the cards I wanted from the sets. Well, I got that chair, which is something I was looking at. It just didn't occur to me to be hoping for it. That is a really weird dinosaur. All right. So we got the Nulls from Zendikar. Got a cool spider. Demonic Lore. When enters the battlefield, draw 3 cards. Beginning of your end step, you lose 2 life for each card in your hand. High price to pay. All right, Blasphemous Act. Everyone loves their Blasphemous Act. It's your classic red board wipe. And we got Jury, Master of Revels. And we got the totally not white turtle, Archelos, Lagoon Mystic. When it enters the battle, as long as it's tapped, other permanents enter tapped. As long as it's untapped, other things enter untapped. So it's the rival to the rabbit we saw earlier. And it was a pressure point for a lot of people of, why isn't this white? Oh, we thought it'd be cooler in other colors. Which is the exact argument they've been using when we said, can we get this in white? And like, it wouldn't be cool in white because it wouldn't fit. So, yeah. Now, I know there recently was an announcement with how they're going to fix white. And some things are cool, like giving it more flash, more draw if your opponents try to draw outside the turn. We'll see if that's 1 card or more. The problem is, especially with internal formats, they do like doing things where this is like puts a 1/1 counter each creature control. They'll make good white cards that are in very specific situations. We need green and blue have cards that are good that are like can fit in a lot of things. We need a white card like a Chroma that's just It has a lot of keywords. It's a beater. It can be fit into most things. That's what white needs. It needs more generic, good, overpowered cards, honestly. Well, there we go, folks. I managed to avoid Vorinclex, but I got a Jeweled Lotus. So there is our very nice card. And as you can see, still $74. Oh, did I? $74. So we have already made 2 cards is $150 if you include that foil from earlier. So gonna just, yeah, that definitely deserves a sleeve. And Hans Eriksson, who I named this stream after. Oh, hello. And an etched foil? Oh, now this was our pack, folks. This was the pack. God, we'll go over Hans earlier. He pretty much can find things and they attack him because he's just that kind of bad luck guy. He's the gag guy. But God bless him. All right, so the last this is from Lorwyn, I believe. This guy, he has Vigilance Reach. I didn't know you can get etched things. Now this, you see, this is a foil. This is a foil card. These etched foils. Whenever last or another creature controlled dies, return another creature with less power to your hand. Let's just search for him. Boop, back here on the Kolfenar, the last foil etched. Wow. Okay, never mind. I thought foil etching would be make it big, but it's still foil. It's still foil. We're down to our last 4 packs, folks. Going through our commons here. Got some. Oh, there. At least I got a non-foil version. Because that art is just crazy. Sweet Gum Recluse. Flying Cascade Reach. When it enters the battlefield, put 1/1 counters on any number of target creatures that enter the battlefield this turn as well. Giving them all a nice bit of gum. Won't last that long, though. We got a Splicer Maker. We got a weird Moon Kraken. Very weird. And a foil. A soldier. So, yeah. Still, God. Wasn't expecting the Jeweled Lotus after all that. Man. If I don't want it, I'll get it. I just realized you're not looking at comments. Yeah. No, Mark, well, I guess the thumbnail's complete in the sense I avoided Vorinclex. Yes, Mark. Yeah, Hoser, I'm never here when something exciting happens. Well, you're here for the Jeweled Lotus. You were here for the Lotus, so you made it for the tied for the most expensive card, pretty much. So there's a command tower. All right, we got some uncommons here. Then Memoric Deluge. Am I saying that right? Mnemonic. Oh, God. Exile target instant sorcery card from a graveyard. Copy the card 3 times. You can cast them without paying their cost, then exile this. So just a whole lot of casting. And there's my angel. So I'm happy now. This is the angel I was hoping for. I like the Angels of Innistrad. So I think it was awesome to finally get a card of her. Even though I don't plan to use her as a commander. I think she'll still be good outside of that and annoying. Especially in a deck that doesn't really cast spells because I cheat him out. Once again, Kalia is the one that made away a lot in this. We're down to the last 2 packs, folks. So, going through this. All right. Got some uncommon. That is just a terrifying card. Magnus of Odor. I love these, the Magnus, which are pretty much just powerful cards on a creature. What is it? Oh, that's just crazy ooze. All right. And the final pack, folks. Though I don't know if we're beating a Jeweled Lotus. We'll go these a little slower. Cute little fox. Terrifying Both of these, just their chompers on these cards. Just absolutely terrifying. A card that got banned. And then Brass Herald's an uncommon now? Okay. All right, the Nightshade Harvester, which can punish people for putting a lot of lands in play. Got Tomond, Gisela, and Prayer. All right. Well, still, a lot of cool rares. We got one Etched, which is cool. I didn't know Etched could come in these. And I got Lisa, which is nice. And, of course, the big winners, though, tonight is our Jeweled Lotus. Where is he? He's over here. Boom. There you are. And a foil alternate art Valky. Pretty big pools, everyone. Thank you so much for going. I'm glad I finally got to open this goddamn commander box. It's been sitting here taunting me over on the edge for quite a time. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm sorry for all the mistakes earlier. Like I said, I'm trying to do more of these openings more closely to when the sets occur. I'm trying to do set booster boxes. Next time, I'm really excited for the alt arts. I really want to get some of those Japanese. If someone knows where I can get a Japanese box, pre-order some of those boxes because I think they're more likely to come in regular packs. So I feel like it's better for me to just get a draft or set pack in Japanese. And, you know, you can get them the collector boosters, but I just want more of them. That'd be so cool. Some of those arts are amazing. But thank you so much for watching. We have a lot more jam-packed stuff, including, like I said earlier in the stream, I got a box of Digimon, which I've been pain in the ass to get, so I will be opening that. Anything else? Comments, Ajin? All good? Thank you once again, dealing with today was very busy, but still good. But once again, thank you so much. Until then, this has been Roll for Crit. We have more videos on the way. Leave more comments down below and watch our other stuff. And thank you to all our patrons, too, who have been following us. And for all our exclusive podcasts and stuff, you can listen to those by, just subscribing a little bit there. And our Discord, where there's a lot of fun jokes going on. And what was the last thing we were talking about on there, in fact? Just being silly, like, oh, no, apparently a lot has been happening with RPG talk right now. So if you're ever curious and want to check it out, greatly appreciated. But until then, I'm Will, and this has been Roll for Crit.